Well, god damn it, this should be a nicer guitar than what it is. I think in the camera you can see a brilliant green colour. It's not. It's dull. But the camera makes it look brighter than it is. But it should be. And by the time I finished with it, it will be. But it's got a lot of little things wrong with it. It's got a lot of big things wrong with it too as well. Where do we start? Let's just let you see the guitar closer. Right, it's a lovely shape of guitar and a potential to be a lovely colour. Let me just see if hopefully that'll... It's an Aria Diamond 5210T. I'll just make sure I've given you the right information on that. Unfortunately, somebody has taken away the tremolo arm, which is a distinctive feature of the Aria. It had a knob at the bottom, and then a spring, and then a flat iron which is connected to there, and the spring would do the work there. So that's missing. It would be lovely if we could get a replacement for that. Also, the strings are far too high, very high, but that's all to do with that. And why that's up so high, I don't know. But there's something funny here. These, I'm not talking hilariously funny, but those there screws sticking out like that there. That is our typical Aria. A lovely idea, lovely design. But there's something wrong with this bridge which I'll need to investigate further. This pick guard is snapped in there and it needs some TLC to get it right. One of the knobs is different from the rest. Is that important? It'd be nice if it had, you see the Aria ones have got a chromish sort of, sorry I should say a chrome paint on them, and that one's got it's the same style but it's transparent I should say. Pickups are far too low, that's not a big problem. Neck looks at first glance to be okay. I think it may be an overbow on it, too much that way. There is some damage up there. Can you see that? There's a little bit of damage there, but that's easy fixed. Somebody in their wisdom took off the original Aria pegs and stuck on these, and these are cheap crap. The original Arias weren't much better, but they looked the part. Right, okay, but here's the big thing. Can you see that? Are you in focus? Hopefully you are. The binding's off. The whole edge round there, and the binding's off in two places there. Hopefully, now you can get into focus, can't you? Right. So I have binding for it, which the owner gave me. It's not what you would call the end of the world stuff, you know. It's but to try to keep the patina, I'm going to try to take a little piece, if I can, off that without much damage and put it there, and then replace the binding around the back. Now I'm going to check the electrics. I haven't even touched the electrics yet, and we'll see what we've got in the way of electrics issues. Right, power on. Noise. I no doubt that this is going to be crackly and doubt. Well, I suspect it's going to be crackly and dirty. Oh, I suspected correctly. Okay, so let's see. All the knobs, right? Okay. Crackly. Nothing. So we've got, oh, it's the switch. Let me just... That switch is going to need some work. Let's have a listen to the volume. Crackly. Just been sitting properly. Oh. Yeah, it's working, but They're all going to need to be cleaned up. And they don't give me much room. So I'm going to have to try to clean them up without taking them off. Now what do I see inside? Do I see a split there? No, must be just some glue spilt. So the switch. And the knobs. Yeah, well, hopefully some cleaning do that with that. I'm going to investigate what's wrong here and stick the neck. Stick the, although I do suspect it's got an overbow. Let's have a look and see. Always 50% chance of getting it wrong. Yeah, it's got an overbow on it. Not what you call the end of the world, though. A little bit of an overbow. But I'm not even going to touch that if I can find out why why the neck is so high and the bridge is right at its maximum. So I'm going to switch off that electrics. So that's the analysis of it. Neck fine, no warp or weft in the neck. It'd be nice to know if the truss rod. I'm going to do some more investigation into that now to find out why that's sitting up there. Do I have to take the neck off? But if I have to take the neck off to get the action down, it'll be strange because I don't see why. Because the neck looks all right. So I'll investigate the bridge, and I'll come back to you quickly on it. There's a bit of damage up at the head too. Just up at the head, if I can get that in focus. If you'd like to get in focus, yeah. You can see there's a bit of damage around the head. Not what you call the end of the world, but this could be a beautiful guitar. Lots of chips and there's no, is there? Oh, there is. I can feel it back there. And that feels fairly strong, but the chrome is all gone off it. And it's rusty. I'm going to take a job to try to get that up to date. Overall, the Aria is a lovely guitar. I like the look of it. You can buy these now. They're still pretty much sought after. Not in this condition. This condition will be about 200, 250, but you can pay up to 850 in a really good condition one. So let's see what we can do to this one to get it working first of all. All right, ciao. Okay, digging a little bit deeper to see what we have with it. The back, I didn't let you see the back. You see it's got a back plate on it. But if you look at the state of those screws, they've been twisted 1,000,000 times. Also, can you see the chunks out of the neck? I'll be able to sort them out though. There are quite a few dings and chunks. It's got a sort of a skunk stripe on it. Nice. The problem is that what I've noticed is that I don't think I can just show you quite clearly. Maybe on the other side I can. Is that the neck is twisted that way. It's been taken off so many times that this. Let me just see if I can show you. If you look at the pickups, for example, top screw, we're about 1/8 of an inch away. But if you put it on the other side, you'll see we're almost over the top. So it's about, there could be some room to maneuver in the pickups, but the same applies to the back area. So the neck needs to be brought around this way a bit. But that makes me wonder what I'm going to see when I take off the back, because those screws have been screwed so screwly that I wonder what kind of damage has been done. Let's just do that when I'm on camera to see. Just looking at the pegs makes me laugh. Alright, okay, I'll just do this first and I'll show you the pegs. Screws are actually in great condition there until you get to the head. Right, okay, so what have we got beneath there? Right, okay, well, I'm better off than we have. Somebody's been putting in, which I'm not going to complain about, they're actually okay. And there's not a lot of damage to the screws, so that's good. But I think if you look at the you can see with the screws, can you see the screws there? The screws are actually off center, and it's the screw holes are actually off center. The left hand side to me at the bottom is about 1/4 of an inch, and the right hand side at the bottom is about more than 1/4 of an inch. It's between 1/4 and 1/2 inch away. So that's why the guitar is sitting. Right, I have to show you look what they've done for the tuners. Look, can you spot it? Get into focus there, boyos. Can you spot it? It's silly. I'll let you look at that. You can see, so you can spot it, can't you? All right. So leave that now, and I'll put this semi back together, and then I'll make another video showing it coming together. I'll maybe do some research to see if we can find a tremolo arm for it, but I doubt it. Okay.
I didn't think I'd hurt you like that till I saw the pain in your eyes. I didn't think I'd hurt you so bad. Thought I was the one who cried. If we could read the writing on the wall, would it take it all away? If we could only see before we fall, we'd still have hearts today. It doesn't help to know you cried your nights away. Forgive the words of love I said. We live our lives in subtle shades of deepest gray, yet the past is still not dead. Angry at the world for its blind eyes. Do you think they'll ever care? I'd take the sun and kill it with my lies if I thought that we could share. I didn't think I'd hurt you like that till I saw the pain in your eyes. I didn't think I'd hurt you so bad